Jackie was wrong and Chantel was wrong. Jackie was wrong and Chantel was wrong. Chantel, you pushed a grown woman and she put the foo-faps on that ass. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is TammyTalks, and we are here to talk basketball wives. This is season 12. I don't know the episode number. I'll put it in the title. We're going to talk about a bunch of episodes all together because I'm super behind. Super behind. But before we get started, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, and then leave your comments down below. So, I'm late, okay? I didn't realize how far behind I was until I went to try and catch up because I've been busy with work and Love Island. So, when Love Island is on, Love Island takes precedent because Love Island gets a lot of support. People support the Love Island videos. I had a couple of you that have never commented, right? Come into the Love Island videos and say, oh my God, when are you going to get back to Basketball Wives? Here's the thing. When it comes to Love Island, 1, the views are viewing. 2, people are subscribing. People are letting me know they enjoy those recaps. 3, people are liking the video. Getting 2,000 likes a video over there. People are leaving comments. Getting upwards 5, 6, 7, 800, sometimes 1,000 comments on those videos. So, yeah, I'm going to cater to the videos that those viewers are catering to me on, okay? And then I just got behind with Basketball Wives. But we are here to talk about it. I know this is super late. I thought it was the finale, but no, it's not. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to kind of go individually and talk about how I felt about these people the past couple of episodes. And then, of course, we are going to talk about Chantel versus Jackie. So there are a couple of things that are at play with this Chantel and Jackie situation. I don't have notes, so because I just watched the episode, I'm going to just talk about it freely. I'll say this. The first thing that we have at play, number 1, is Chantel versus Jackie. Just their relationship in its natural state, okay? Number 2, we have the cameras. Whenever the cameras are on, people are going to be a heightened version of themselves. People are more likely to show up and show out. That's just how we know people to be. 3, we have the big 3 in this whole super alliance situation, okay? When I think of the big 3, personally, I think of This Is Us. That's just me. But when we have the big 3, which is Chantel, Denise, and Brittany Renner, you have the 3 stooges that sit around and come to these conclusions within themselves that they are right and everybody else is wrong about everything else, okay? That's at play. 4 is Denise. Denise is in everybody's business. The way that I clapped when Evelyn told her, we're sick of you, because not only is the cast sick of you, but the viewers are sick of you as well, Denise. 5, Brittany is projecting whatever is going on with her and her mother onto Chantel, and she's using Chantel as a mouthpiece to say to Jackie what Brittany wishes she had the courage to, or the disrespect, I don't know, to say to her mother. I want Brittany to go get some fucking therapy and get off the show. I don't know why Brittany even brought her ass back on the show. We didn't care for Brittany's ass last season. She was on the show because she sat up there and acted like she was holier than thou and that she's better than everybody and she's so far above the drama. But every other confessional that we have seen Brittany Renner's ass in this season, she has been talking about how, I want to be petty. I want to blow shit up. I want to do this. I want to do that. Go find you some fucking business. Go lay on the lady's couch. I'm so sick of Brittany Renner's ass, I don't know what to do. She got on my last, it came down crying. What are you crying for? Brittany, please. Please. Okay, so that's 5. 6, we have Evelyn. Do I think that Evelyn was getting in Chantel's ear a little too much? Maybe I feel like Evelyn was doing what Evelyn typically does, but you have Evelyn. Evelyn is a proponent in this. 7 is Brandi. Brandi kickstarted all this shit with that Vegas trip. There are so many other factors that are going into this. 9 is Ming. If people don't want to talk, leave their asses alone. Leave them alone. So let's go down the aisle. I told y'all about Brittany. I'm not talking about her ass. Denise is a waste of time. If the show even comes back, they canceled their reunion. Don't bring Denise back either. Brandi. I need Brandi to find something to do. I'm not a Brandi fan at all because I feel like Brandi does flip flop and Brandi likes to play each side. You went from hating Evelyn to licking the crack of her ass to then going back, and then when Jennifer said something about Evelyn, now you don't like Evelyn anymore because Evelyn told you that your attitude was stank. Your attitude was stank in Vegas. Brandi, it was. Why are we acting as if that didn't happen? You had terrible energy in Vegas. You just did, Brandi, because you knew that you did too much. One, you should have never planned Evelyn's birthday trip or wanted to throw her a party while Jennifer was down there getting married. Then you wanted to bring Jennifer over to the house. Yeah, Evelyn told you she was looking for a fuck to give and I was with her. She don't owe you anything for that, Brandi. If anything, you owe her an apology. You ruined her birthday. Sick of Brandi. I feel like Brandi just has nothing to do. Sitting up there selling lemon pepper and shit. Go, please. Ty and Ming. Look, Ming was gay for play, right? And you got Ty's little feelings hurt. But they say Ty is out here bagging the bitches, so who knows? But I'm sick of Ming and this Ty situation because it looked scripted to be real. It gave very much scripted. I think that y'all are really good friends that just fuck around every now and again. But the way that y'all kept this whole season without having to get really into y'all business was not lost upon me. We don't know anything about Ty other than that she used to date Ming. That's it. We didn't even see Ty's house. That Airbnb apartment she was in, that wasn't Ty's. That wasn't Ty's. We didn't see anything about Ty outside of Ming. We didn't see anything about Ming outside of Ty. Nothing. Like what are you doing, Ming? Why are you in LA? I'm assuming you came for a purpose, right? Jennifer, have y'all noticed that when Christian is not around, Jennifer has no problem sitting next to Evelyn? Them heifers were keen in the last episode. No problem sitting next to Evelyn. Christian is the problem. But whenever I say Christian is the problem, y'all were in the comments typing like Kermit. Oh my God. No, Christian is the problem. Christian is in Jennifer's ear because he knows that Evelyn has an influence over Jennifer. Because Jennifer doesn't have a mind of her own. Jennifer is going to mold into whoever is her ruler, is her puppeteer in that moment. That's just how it is. Okay, so we get to Jackie and Chantel. So I really just want to talk about like the build up to this, okay? So we know back in Vegas, Brandi and Chantel got into it. Jackie did not step in, okay? She didn't step in. Chantel felt a way about that. But Chantel came on this show. You signed up to be on the show that your mother works on. You came to your mother's workplace, okay? This is Jackie's job. You decided to sign up for this show, live in the same building as Jackie, invite Jackie to certain things, all for you to be rude to her. She, like, you live in the same building as Jackie, all them apartment buildings in LA. You want to live in your mother's apartment building, a couple floors down, and then feel a way that she comes and knocks on the door. You invited your mother to your son's photo shoot, but then told her, I don't want you to say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. You're showing Jackie the proofs from the baby's photo shoot, but then telling her, I don't want your opinion on any of them. You can just look. Chantel has provoked Jackie this entire season. She wanted to get a rise out of Jackie this entire season. Meanwhile, Jackie was being condescending and obtuse about the entire situation. Every time we saw Chantel, she was whining about Jackie. We know the type of person Jackie is from watching the show. So that means that you know the type of person, the type of mother that Jackie is, because you lived that life with her. So I don't understand this. So Chantel shows up to the cash trip, and now I'm going to call her Jackie. I'm going to call her Jackie, and I'm going to go and I'm going to blow everything up. Why? Why do you want to implode your family? What do you have to gain out of that? What do you have to gain out of that? Because let's be real, Chantel, you didn't make Jackie look any worse than people already view Jackie. You made yourself look bad. We expect this behavior out of Jackie. I don't think anybody's flabber was gasted that Jackie swung on your ass, but Evelyn. Evelyn was, I was like, Evelyn, you shocked? We've seen Jackie act a fool. And for everybody that's like, Jackie was wrong, y'all want her ass on the show. Y'all be the main people. Jackie is the show. So the night of this fight, right? The day before, or the days before, every time Jackie comes around the group and anybody brings up Chantel, Jackie walks away. She doesn't want to talk about it. On one hand, sure. If Jackie don't want to talk about it, Jackie don't want to talk about it, right? On the other hand, it's annoying the way that Jackie does this. You know what I mean? Because instead of Jackie just being like, this is a family issue, I'll talk to Chantel on my own time. I don't want to talk about my family issues. Jackie always does the whole, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to call Doug and I'm going to do this. Like, Jackie does a lot of shit that everybody's like, okay, well, we're going to keep fucking with her then. I just kind of feel like if I'm in that group and I see the beef that Jackie and Chantel have, right? And every time somebody mentions mother or daughter or Chantel, Jackie gets up and finds a way to leave, stop bringing it up to her. And I get it. Yeah, it's a reality show, but surely there is more things to talk about in you heifers' lives. Like I said, like we got so deep into Jackie and Chantel that Evelyn and Jennifer forgot they were beefing. They've been in the same group for activities. They sitting at the table. What happened? I was about to say that. Like, y'all forgot that y'all supposed to be mad at each other. So we get the first sit down where Chantel comes in, bad energy, right? Jackie comes down. This is the last episode. Jackie comes down and they're sitting outside and she's like, hey, Chantel, hey, Banna, whatever she be calling her, Banna, whatever. You look good. And Chantel got bad energy. Is that what you on? It's like Chantel doesn't realize the negative aura that is around her. You know what I mean? Most people, we see the average person, you see what you might consider a fault in your parents, a fault in an elder, and you're like, you don't want to be that person. You hear about so many times, like, people, if a parent dies from like lung cancer or something like that because they smoked, you are like, I'm never going to touch a cigarette, right? On average, not foolproof, but on average, if a person's parent is an alcoholic, a lot of times those people, I don't drink. I don't want to turn into that person. You know what I mean? That's how the average person does this. Like, Chantel is Jackie. Y'all are the same person. You didn't look at your mother, see what you perceive as her negative traits, what you perceive as the traits of hers that you don't like, that you don't want to be associated with. It's like Chantel embodied those traits. And that's interesting. So they're sitting down, and Chantel doesn't understand what rhetorical means. She kept saying it, using it wrong. And she was like, "So, do you think you were wrong with Brandi?" And Jackie is like, "Well, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. Let's talk about us." Chantel was like, "It's a rhetorical question, yes or no." That's not what rhetorical means, though. You used it wrong. So that was concerning. But Jackie doesn't want to have this conversation on camera. Chantel knows that, but for whatever reason, she does. So it's like Chantel's main objective, her main goal for coming onto the show was to embarrass Jackie, was to blow up Jackie's world, was to expose Jackie. And I just don't get it. You didn't have to come on the show to do this. Why do you want to do it? Like I was with Evelyn said a couple weeks ago, remove yourself from your mother, cut her out of your life. If you feel that Jackie is so horrific and terrible and all that stuff, stop fucking with her, mother or not. Sometimes you have to cut off family. You just do, right? So they're out here. Jackie gets up and walks away. Chantel, for whatever reason, starts following her. She yells out, "Chantel, that's why your husband's going to leave you and your children hate you." So now Jackie is like, "Well, I'm just going to take the stairs." Chantel is still following her, screaming at her about these things. Now, do I think that Doug is ever going to leave Jackie? I don't. I don't. Is there some truth that maybe Doug does not like Jackie? I can't imagine he's okay with the way that she behaves on camera. I can't imagine that he would be okay with, she just swung up on your child. I can't imagine that. So Chantel is running behind her mother screaming like a fool. So now Jackie comes back outside. Now they're not even in the secluded part of this resort in Hawaii. Now there's commoners, there's common folk. So Jackie gets in the elevator and Chantel is still yelling, "Why are you running? Why are you running?" Like, why are you making a scene right now? I do not believe in, if somebody is walking away from you because they don't want to talk to you, leave them alone. So then Chantel goes upstairs and she's talking to Dumb and Dumber, Denise and Brittany is crying about how this is what her mom would do, and this is what her mom would do, and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, Brittany, you are projecting. So now Brittany doesn't want to go to dinner because of what is happening? What is happening? This makes absolutely no sense. Brittany the night before, she's sitting up there calling Brandi a bitch and saying that she's not gonna apologize. Like Brittany, like when I told y'all Brittany was playing with them people's religion, I still got the names in y'all phone because I made sure to screenshot those comments of y'all saying that I was wrong and Brittany is the real deal and how dare you do that, and she's in her walk with faith and she's showing her ass back on Twitter. Showing her ass back on Twitter. Showing her ass back on Instagram. Brittany said that y'all are shrinking yourselves by wearing the hijab. But I guess she's not playing in that religion. She's serious about it. So Chantel gets down to dinner and she is still angry. She's upset, really, that Jackie's not there so she can cause another scene. Jackie's up in her room. Jackie's upstairs in her room, not bothering anybody. Quiet. So after dinner, Chantel goes up to Jackie's door. Why are you back in her room? She's knocking on the door. She comes in. Jackie said, "Look, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna listen. I'm here to listen." Chantel is like, "Well, I'm just here to let you know I'm done with you." You didn't have to come to her room to tell her that. Chantel wants a moment. Chantel wants attention. And I've seen the tweets and stuff, and it's her inner child, and she's screaming, and unless you are a child of abuse and all that other stuff, you won't understand. I get that, but that does not give her an excuse to do the things that she did either. It doesn't. It doesn't give Chantel an excuse to behave the way that she's been behaving. So Chantel is still going at Jackie. And Jackie finally tells her, why don't you leave? Leave, get out of my room. Chantel gets up, walks to the door. Jackie is condescending. I love you. You look great. I love you. All right, bye. Talk to you later. See you when we get home. Being condescending. Is that a trigger for people? Of course it is. So she gets Chantel. Chantel turns around and walks back. Do you think you look better, Jackie? Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Like, now Chantel is being condescending. Now Chantel is being disrespectful. You don't match disrespect with disrespect. And I know a lot of people are going to say that in the comments, but you don't. At some point, somebody has to be the adult in the room. Doesn't matter if it's a mother or a daughter. Somebody has to be the adult in the room in this moment. So Jackie was like, fine, if you're not going to leave, I'm going to go to my room. Jackie gets up and is walking past her. Chantel said, don't touch me, and pushes Jackie. So Jackie hauled off and put the foo-faps on her ass. Knocked the sonic rings out of that bitch. And I kind of feel like, quit putting your hands on people. I never feel bad for anybody that puts their hands on somebody first and that person retaliates. I would never put my hands on my mother. I would never put my hands on my mother that way because it was unnecessary. There was literally no reason for Chantel to push Jackie in that moment because your ass should have been out of the room by now. You shouldn't have been in her room at all, truth be told. So Jackie knocked the shit out of her, and that's what you get. So now she's screaming, yeah, call dad, call dad, call dad for what? Now we know Jackie about to go in there and call her father, just to get ahead of it. And truth be told, Jackie goes in there and calls Dougie, sends him a voice note. So Chantel turns around and runs straight down to the room where all the ladies are hanging out and said that Jackie swung off on her. But you didn't say that you pushed Jackie first. You didn't say that you antagonized Jackie the same way that she antagonizes you. Y'all are one and the same person. Jackie was wrong and Chantel was wrong. Both of their asses were wrong in this situation. I don't think anybody was more wrong than the other. You put your hands on somebody, they hit you the fuck back. Should Jackie have self-control? Maybe. But you put your hands on her. I don't understand what Chantel wanted out of this. So you run down there right away to tell them because you wanted everybody on your side. Earlier that day, Chantel was mad that Ty invited Jackie on the yacht because she wanted everybody to pick a side. She was mad when Jackie was cool with any of the ladies at any given moment. I don't get this. So Ming has issued an apology to Jackie on Twitter or was it Instagram? I saw it on Twitter because, they were down there, being like, damn, Jackie full of shit, whatever, because they only heard half the story. And knowing what they know about Jackie, of course, if somebody comes in and it's like, yeah, Jackie swung on me, they're going to believe it with what they have seen Jackie do. They have seen how Jackie behaves. So Chantel issued a statement that was rather long on Instagram and said, I'll start by saying, if you've never dealt with a toxic mother, then you truly have no idea what it feels like. As painful as it's been to watch these moments of my life play out on TV, I know my younger self is proud of the woman who finally stood up for herself. The truth is, the dynamic isn't rare. It happens in more families than we like to admit. Narcissism, jealousy, lies, lack of accountability, gaslighting, abuse, hiding assault, etc. We're just taught to keep it in-house and suffer in silence. I chose to break that cycle. Let's pause there. Yeah. But I think, Chantel, you also suffer from narcissism, jealousy, a lack of accountability and gaslighting yourself. I think you suffer from that as well. Like the real issue that I have with Chantel is that Chantel lacks accountability as well. Right? If you want to call out Jackie for being this, that, and the third, do it. But you also have to take some accountability for your part in this as well. Chantel, you played a part in what happened in Vegas. Chantel, you have played a part in what happened in Hawaii. Jackie has continued to walk away from your ass. And you kept chasing after her, antagonizing her, antagonizing her, antagonizing her. She then goes on to say, what you witnessed was a masterclass in narcissism, someone lighting a fire behind the scenes, then walking away so you look like the arsonist. I know what really happened on and off camera all season long. So no, the internet cannot bully me into submission. Y'all know the TV character, I know the mother. She touched my arm. I pushed her off of me. She swung, plain and simple. It's unfortunate that things played out this way, and I wish it never happened. But if you knew our history, then you know this was a long time coming. So, according to Chantel, Jackie touched her arm. So, you had to push her off of you. She swung. I didn't see Jackie touch her. Chantel says Jackie touched her. Then she touched, I guess. I guess, okay? Chantel then goes on to say, I may not be proud of all of my choices this season, but I'm also not ashamed. This is my real life, and I doubt anyone judging me lives a perfect one. I hate when people say that because people making people having an opinion, people making an observation about what we saw on television because y'all put it on TV for us to see and for us to critique. I hate the thing of, well, you can't judge me because you're not perfect either. No, we can still make and have an opinion on what we saw on TV though. I see the hate mail, I see the judgment, but I also see the messages that say, I've dealt with this. This reminds me so much of my situation. To those of you with heart and understanding, I see you and I appreciate your vulnerability. To those of you who've met me with threats, vow statements, and extreme judgment, may you never understand my plight. Celebrating my darkest moments says more about you than it will ever say about me. Now, nobody should be threatening this woman at all. There's no need because it don't concern us. You know what I mean? So nobody should be threatening her. I've always been misunderstood, and this chapter of my life is no different. But I will answer to God, not imperfect strangers who've never walked a step in my shoes. I will keep my head up and my peace and focus as I continue to grow as a mother, a wife, and a woman. I guess not as a daughter. I guess she's not going to grow as a daughter. There was no accountability in that statement, though. Like I said before, I believe that Jackie did antagonize and was condescending to Chantel, but Chantel antagonized and was condescending to Jackie right back. You just were, right? So then we get Takari and Chantel fighting online, and then Brittany pops her ass up out, smooth out the fucking blue, and now she's arguing with Takari. Brittany, what's happening? What's happening? Are you not in the blogs for enough? Is that what it is? Because I don't understand why you were so far up Chantel's ass about this. Call your mama. Call your mama. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Who did you think is wrong, Chantel or Jackie? Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I'll catch you guys in the comments. Bye.